owner of the Indianapolis Colts, via Bob Kravitz from the Indianapolis Star, right?
Yes.
Okay. Basically said the following about RG3 over the weekend. He said, if the Colts had ended up with the second pick in the draft, we would have drafted Robert Griffin III and let Peyton go. If we had drafted RG3, we would have put him in a less run-happy offense. And he says, quote, I wouldn't have exposed him to injury in the same way they have in Washington. My philosophy on quarterbacks is, first and foremost, you've got to keep them healthy and on the field, closed quote.
So he wouldn't have used him as a wide receiver?
No.
I guess not.
I guess not. But more importantly, and more germane to this story would be he wouldn't have used him as an occasional running quarterback.
Right. And, that's not a lone wolf voice in the NFL. I mean, the way he was used this year, and we were both, and I'm there, I had no problem with the offense that they ran using all of his skills. But it's in the NFL, behind closed doors, it's a discussion as to that they put him too much at risk on a regular basis. I mean, his opinion is not the only one among other NFL teams. It's not an opinion I share, at least not until he got hurt. And again, people will say, well, he got hurt because of the offense. And, we have both said quarterbacks who stand back there in the pocket, particularly the pocket of this offensive line, without moving, get hurt.
This is the most frustrating part of this conversation, and I think you agree with me on this, is that the numbers don't back up anybody that thinks they ran him too much and he took too many hits in, designed run plays. First of all, let me just mention this. All right, according to advanced NFL stats, Colts quarterbacks were hit 105 times in 2012, most in the NFL. All right, 13% more quarterback hits the Colt quarterbacks took, Andrew Luck that is, more than any other team. Redskin quarterbacks were hit 77 times, a lot less than Andrew Luck was hit. No. Secondly, there's another stat, and this was on, where did I see this? NFL.com had different numbers, okay? The Colts were the second worst in the league with 116 quarterback hits, and the Redskins had just 80, all right? Here's the thing about the hits that RG3 took this year. He took them on traditional pass plays. He didn't take them on read option throws or read option runs. Now, you want to look at the Cincinnati game when they went triple option in the third quarter and fourth quarter, which, by the way, got him back, or midway through the second quarter, got him back into the game. Yes, he took a couple of big shots, and the truth is they sort of wound down from those triple option plays as the season went on. They did not wind down the read option, all right, where you have the option, in their read option, you have the option to run, you have the option to hand off, or you have the option to throw the ball. All right, the throwing play out of the read option, Tommy, was the safest pocket he was in all year, and he was never touched. That is a design throw from the read option, but it looks like a potential RG3 run or a potential Alfred Morris run. The point all season long is if he's a threat to run, this offense is nearly unstoppable.
Right.
And when he's a threat to run, those are the plays that he doesn't get hit on. It's the traditional drop back stuff on 3rd and 11 where he scrambles or hangs in the pocket where he took his most vicious shots. Obviously, the Haloti Ngata shot, biggest shot of the year. All right, but the other big shots, that Carolina game that dropped them to 3-6, when they were trying to come back and he's trying to throw from the shotgun from a traditional pocket, he took a beating in that game.
Yes, he did.
So
Jim Irsay
needs to check the numbers.
Yes.
Maybe he would have used RG3 differently.